And that is good to see. But this map shows where all the fires are burning across Los Angeles. The two big ones, they are still the Palisades fire and the Eaton fire. Firefighters are battling the flames from the air as they try to contain as much as possible before the wind kicks up again.
Yeah, there is concern now about the return of the Santa Ana winds as the search for the missing intensifies and the death toll has risen to 24 people. The head of a major private power company will join us live. His company is facing questions about its electrical equipment, possibly sparking some of the fires. We have team coverage all over the fire zones. Ginger is standing by with a red flag warning from the National Weather Service that is expected to last until Wednesday. And we start with Chief National Correspondent Matt Gutman in Pacific Palisades. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, George. More than 8 million people in LA County are facing this critical fire risk today. The National Weather Service giving it that rare designation, a particularly dangerous situation, same as it was last week. And, you know, the firefighters who've been on the line here for a week are already exhausted, like the folks here at Fire Station 69 getting a little bit of shut-eye right now because they have been getting massive amounts of reinforcements in terms of personnel and equipment. This morning, exhausted fire crews trying to snuff out remaining hotspots as officials are bracing for those Santa Ana wind gusts today, expected to reach 70 miles an hour.
Go, go, go.
Over the weekend, the Palisades fire again flaring up, this time near Mandeville Canyon, the fire encroaching on Brentwood and Encino, triggering an unprecedented air assault. The largest blaze, the Palisades fire, scorching nearly 24,000 acres with only 13% containment. And that fire spinning up a fire NATO. And reinforcements pouring in from both Mexico and Canada, deploying fire crews and equipment, specifically those large air tankers. But FEMA saying there are limits to that air support.
We're also talking about a very small space from the air, and we got to make sure that those aircraft are safe. They can only put so much in the air at that one time.
This is authorities in LA County are now investigating the possible causes of the fire.
Hey, babe, I need you to come out here right now. We have a very big problem.
What? Doorbell camera and cell phone video from Jeffrey and Cheryl Koo showing the frantic moments when they say they saw this small fire near their Altadena house at around 6:19 p.m. Tuesday.
Oh, at that time, that when we saw it, it was just at the base of the tower. And within minutes, it had spread.
The Koos racing outside, filming what they saw in those terrifying moments. And look closely, beyond the tree line, that's a transmission tower. What did it feel like?
It was a nightmare. And I think the worst part was every time I checked on the fire, it got worse.
And minute by minute, they watched the fire grow. Nearby, Jennifer Errico says she saw what appears to be fire at the base of that same transmission tower at about 6:20 p.m., snapping this picture.
My husband had come home from work and he ran in the house and just started screaming, "There's a fire on the hill. We need to get out." I ran out back, saw the fire at the poles. I immediately called 911.
The winds quickly stoking the fire into an inferno, turning the night sky orange. And at 6:24 p.m., a third resident, Pedro Rojas, taking video of the flames near that electrical tower. That was the only flames you saw anywhere around?
Anywhere around. There were no other fire, no flames anywhere around because it was so dark that if there were some flames in other places, we have noticed it.
On Sunday, we traveled to that Altadena neighborhood to get a closer look.
So Eaton Canyon is below me, and right there is that transmission tower that the Koos say they saw the fire burning initially. It may be one of several, or the first place where the fire started, but that's the tower, at least in the video.
Fire officials telling ABC News they are aware of the videos and that they are part of the investigation. Southern California Edison says while the Eaton fire started in its service area, a preliminary analysis shows no interruptions or electrical or operational anomalies until more than an hour after the reported start time of the fire. The company also says no fire agency has suggested that its equipment caused the Eaton fire to ignite.
Now, 24 people lost their lives in this fire, and ABC News has learned that the ATF, the federal agency tasked with examining and investigating explosives and arson, is going to take the lead in investigating the Palisades fire. And arson is one of the factors that they are going to investigate. That is, Governor Gavin Newsom here has demanded an independent investigation into the water issue, specifically here in the Palisades fire hydrants running dry. He called it deeply disturbing, George.
Okay, Matt, questions about power companies as well. And the head of the private power company, Edison International, is going to join us live in our next half hour.